Hello friends, and welcome to our channel, Mornings at Sunrise Cottage. My name is Vicki, and I'm here waiting for Neil to have a test at the hospital, so I thought I'd go ahead and jump on here and do part of our video this week. Kind of what I want to talk to you about. I've been telling you for the last couple weeks that we have kind of like a little surprise for you, and so I'm going to just go ahead and tell you today what the surprise is and what we're going to be doing. We decided a few months ago that we wanted to possibly buy a house in a town or a surrounding town, somewhere really close to our sons. They just need a babysitter, then we'll be there. Now her mom also babysits too, but she's like us, she's kind of getting settled in a new home too. So we started looking, and we first of all thought we'd just sell everything we had and move up there, and we looked at some large homes, and we looked at a gorgeous home, but we made an offer, and they did not accept the offer. And so we had looked at this smaller home that I really liked. It was just somehow when I went in that small home, I just felt immediately at home, felt peace. The sun was streaming in the window on top of the dining room table, and it was just a pleasant home. And the neighborhood looked like a friendly neighborhood, so I really liked the looks of everything. And so we went ahead when they didn't accept their offer, and we put in an offer for the other one, and it was accepted in about 10 minutes. We are closing on our house on Friday of this week, and tomorrow we're going to go up, and so I'm going to do a little video tomorrow when we go up, and we're going to go measure all the rooms, and we're going to plan where we can put our furniture, kind of as the gist of it. But we're going to go into every room. It has 3 bedrooms, it has 2 baths, it has a small living room, small dining room, and a small kitchen. The bedrooms, actually 2 of them are really good size, but the third one is very small, but that's going to be a playroom for Jude when we keep him, so that really won't matter. And I think the living room will be fine, because we also have a full basement, and it is in about the most perfect shape I've ever seen a basement in. The small house we're moving into was owned by the same person ever since it was built, and her son was a builder, so he went all out on making this a really good home for his mama, and I appreciate someone that would do that. And so we were very fortunate to get this house just a few minutes from where our son and daughter-in-law live, so it's working out really well for us. And for the time being, we're going to keep our home here, and we don't know how long. It might be 6 months, it might be 3 years, we just really don't know. And so we're going to move some furniture up there, and then we have enough for both houses really, so we're going to put some furniture up there. We're going to eventually completely finish the basement from top to bottom, and we're going to add a bedroom, a big old family room, an office, and then just like a little storage place for all the decor and stuff. So that's kind of our plans. And it has a backyard, and what I really like about this place is that it has a really cute back porch, and it's right off the dining room, and you can go there and look out, and you can see the trees, and we have no neighbors whatsoever behind us. Now we do have neighbors to the right and to the left, but they're not right on top of us, so that makes it, if you can see this just popping right up and down, I'm holding this on the front of the car with my hand. You can look out at the back, and you can see it goes way down and into like a little creek area, but it's a very small creek area. But I think we're going to really like it, because it's going to have a pleasant view out the back without having to look at anyone's home. That's been the hardest thing, I think, for me to get used to. I looked out at homes where I lived before, my last house, but it was people I knew. We have made friends where we live now, and we like the place. It's a really good place. You'll probably ever find any place much better than that anywhere that we went for the price. So we've got a lot of changes to do and a lot of moving in the next few weeks, so you'll go along with us, and you can see our house next week. I'll give you a tour of the house and all the rooms in the basement, and then I'll walk around the backyard and show you that and tell you some of the plans that we have for the place. And you know us, we're going to do a little of this and that to it after we move in. We're going to take it slow and do a little bit here and there. Now we're also going to be staying part-time where we live now, and I'll show you what that house looks like after the clean out, and then we're going to do some remodeling there too. We're going to redo a couple of the bathrooms still, but it's not major remodeling, it's just changing out the sinks and for a couple bathrooms. And then we're going to do a little fixing up here and there, but nothing major. That's about the most major thing. We're going to change one door out in the apartment that we have there, and that's about it. So from now till probably, I'm going to say May, we're going to be probably working flat out on different projects here and there, and but I'm hoping this will be a really good place for us, because I want to be close to my son and my daughter-in-law and my grandbaby. But we want to keep this home for a while to see if we settle in and see if we like it there. And then if we happen to not like it, then we can always rent that place, because everything rents up there for real good, and we wouldn't lose anything on it. We are happy with our decision. The house has a 2-car garage, and they made it bigger than normal, because he would make sure his mom had room to get all around, and had plenty of room there for storage and stuff. This house actually was completely clean. Everything was in good shape. It looked like that the house had been built last year it's an older house. It's like 25 years old, but you certainly could not tell it by the way the house looked. So we are really happy with this, and I know people think I'm strange sitting here in the parking lot at the hospital talking to myself in a computer, but that's just the way it is. So I'm going to show you a couple little projects that we've been doing this past week, and really we've just been on pins and needles trying to figure out when the house would close, because we need to decorate for Christmas, and we're going to have Christmas here in our old house in London. We will be spending probably the next 10 to, up to Christmas, up to like a couple days before Christmas. And I'll take you, of course, into all the thrift shops up there, because you know how I like to go in those. And today I think we're going to stop by Goodwill after Neil gets out. We're going to take you to the Goodwill here in Corbin. I mainly look for things for my house, and right now I'm not really looking to buy a lot, because we know we're going to be moving and possibly completely moving. But our plan is to move well over half. Anyway, I'm going to hop off here now, and I just wanted to kind of give you an update and tell you what was happening in our lives, and we will meet you at the Goodwill store. Well, I told you I would come back when I got through painting the chair and give you an idea of what it looks like. So this is the little chair that I painted for Jude, and it's so colorful. I like it, and I think he will. It's not perfect, because I'm not a great painter, but I think he will enjoy using it, and he'll like all those different colors. Do you see my baby laying over there asleep? This is my Pepper girl. Hi, Pepper. How are you? Can I shake hands? Yeah, you're a good doggy. That's my puppy. Now, I think I'm going to go and show you what Neil's been up to this morning. You see out from the stovepipe that he put up there, he built the little tan part out, and then he decided he would go back and put shingles on it and stuff. He did that this morning, so he's got that done. And now I'm going to take you down and show you another project that he's been working on. So this is a bedstead of my mom and dad's, and it is a oak. It's an oak bedstead that they've had since I was probably 13 or 14 years old. And that's been a few days ago. So that's the back part of it, and we're going to use this. And we've had it stacked back here in the garage. And what we're going to do, we ordered the bottom part of the bed. It's like a frame, and we're going to put that up, and then he's going to paint this white on both sides to modernize it just a little bit. And then we are going to use it. We're going to attach this to the wall, and then we're going to attach it to the bed part that we purchased, and then we're going to put a bed on it, and I'll show you that in a little bit later in a few weeks what we're going to do with that. But we've got several painting jobs we're going to do today, and I've got another one that's waiting for me in the garage, the little small table with the marble top. And so I'm going to go back in and start that. Okay, I got it cleaned. But you know, here was the thing. I kind of wasted my time because it was spotless. There wasn't anything that came off of this. So I've got that done. I'm going to take me a little break before I paint. I thought I would jump on here and tell you what happened to that little table that I was painting. You know, the other day I painted the small table, and this time I painted, it looked really good. So I get the idea to add some wax on top of this to make it a little bit more shiny. Now I don't know what happened. I let the wax dry just like it said, and I went back to polish it up, and when I went back, that wax was real sticky, and it took every bit of that paint off. I was so disheartened. Neil saw how disheartened I was, and he came over and finished getting it off, and he took every bit of it off, and I said, I'm just leaving it alone. It looks good enough for right now. Then after we get up there, I'm going to get some different paint and paint it, and we'll not try the wax. I don't know what happened. I'd had that wax for a long time, and it did feel gritty and grainy as I put it on, but I'd never used it before, so I just thought that's what it was. But it wasn't, and it destroyed that little table. I mean, once he got everything off, it looked good again, but I will not be trying that wax for a while. Now, I added this little picture of this chair because I had something to tell you. We didn't get to go to Goodwill. We got a call, and we need to go on up and check out the little house we're purchasing on Friday. So we did a little tour of that with you. And thanks for everyone that joined us today. And we hope everyone has a good week this week, and may God bless you and your family. And just continue to watch, and you will see our little house. Now I'm going to kind of give you a little tour of the little house that we got. This is the dining room. And it's fairly big. And I'm going to put my buffet, one of my buffets, over here against the wall with some shelves above it. Now this light, we will be changing that out, putting another one in. We'll have our table in the middle until we permanently move up here. We'll have a small table here, and we'll replace it with our regular table when we get that moved out, when we get moved up here. These are just their curtains. We'll be changing the curtains. I actually like those fairly good. And in here I'll be putting my, this is about a 3 foot space and a little bit over, and I'll be putting my coffee bar probably right here. And this has vinyl floor covering on it, and I don't mind it through the winter. And we'll probably in the spring or summer next year or fall, we'll change this out for the planking. And then it's got the French door here, and I'm going to kind of step out and let you see the porch. It's got a nice size porch. I'm not sure how, I'm thinking at least 12 by 12. So this is what the porch looks like. It's a big old porch. And then it has a big old backyard. And we're going to put a fence out to where the property line ends. And then there's actually, you can use that on out through there, but it is actually the counties or states or whoever. There's a little tiny creek that runs through there. Now we will probably be cutting this big old beautiful pine because we've got to have somewhere to put our storage building. So that's probably where that's going to go. So that will be a big task. And we may cut a couple of those limbs out of those trees down there that looks like they're falling. But this was the reason that we got the house, for this view from the porch. And you can see kind of down there, it's a walkout basement. Now I'm going to take you back in, and I'm going to take you into the kitchen. Okay, now it's just an old-fashioned kitchen. I am attracted to that little trim up there, the border, and I happen to get some apple stuff, so I'm going to start out with this and keep it that way until we change everything in here. Now I'm sure I'll eventually end up painting the cabinets, and we're going to replace all of the door closures so that they're soft close, and I'll clean everything and put my paper in there. And all the stove and refrigerators, that almond color, I used to have that in a house that we had. So it's got quite a few cabinets, it's got a lot of storage, and then it's got this big old pantry. It's got 5 shelves in it, and we may change that out and put wood shelves. We like wood shelves better, so we may do that. And I'm going to put a little thin, probably just a little thin island in here where I can just set stuff over if I need somewhere extra space when we're cooking or whatever. Now right here I'm going to put my canning closet that I have, and then I may put a bookshelf right here for all my doodads and all my cookbooks. So that's kind of what I've got in mind for here. And I'm going to turn these lights off as we go. Now this is the living room. It's got a window over there, and we're going to put a sofa with a table on each side there. Very small in here, but it does have a big old ceiling. The ceiling goes up high. I don't know if you can see it with all these shadows and stuff. We're going to change this light fixture out, and I'm going to put my horse pictures here. I've got a big one here, and then I've got 2 others that will go there. Then I'm going to put one of my gray tables here with a big, probably a mirror right through here. Then on this wall, we're going to put the TV and the buffet that I'm going to sit it on. And we're going to put 2 chairs then through here with a small table. Now, it's got this little parquet flooring. We will leave that down till we change all the flooring out, which may be within a year, unless we get tied up in something else. It's got a small entry closet, but it's plenty big enough for us. And they had a little mirror here. We're going to put another mirror here, and then a little something to put your stuff in when you come in. And this is going to be a playroom. And I'll change that out. And it has a good sized closet in here. So I'm going to fix the playroom with Jude's little toys. And I actually think I'm going to put a sofa in here because we'll have a TV up there, and we'll probably sit in here and play and watch TV. So that's kind of what I've got in my mind. And this is the hall. And I'm thinking about putting family pictures in here. And then this is Jude's small bedroom. But it's a small bedroom, but look at this closet. It goes from one side to the other of the entire room. So I really do like that. And we will end up painting everything. This will just have a bed, a nightstand, and have a little chest over there for Jude's clothes when we keep him, so we'll have some outfits. This goes out to the large garage here. I've got the light turned off because I'm turning them off as I go. This is a little laundry closet. They said this was about 3 or 4 years old, so I just told them to leave that in. And when we need to, we'll change it out. I'm going to put another shelf up there. I'm going to have Neil put me a second shelf. And we will probably take that metal shelf out. And so it'll be really convenient because it'll be right between our 2 bedrooms and the bathrooms. Now this is a pretty decent sized bedroom here. And this is a master bedroom. And Neil, did you measure between the door and the wall over here to see if the piano would fit right there? It's got a double window here, and that's just the curtains they had up when they were here. And we'll put our bed here, and we'll put the piano right there, and we will put our dresser, or we'll put the piano there. Would the piano fit right there? Okay, piano's going to go there along with the bench, and then right here we'll put our dresser, and this is kind of a pinky peach color, and so we'll change that, and so we'll put our dresser there, and then we'll have our bed, our queen bed, and nightstand on each side, and then over here I will probably put my record player and my jewelry box. It's got a small bathroom that we're going to have to do a lot of work to. It's plenty big enough for us though. It's got a sink and commode, and it's got a tub and shower, and it's got wallpaper up, so we will take all that wallpaper down, paint it, probably paint the cabinet, change the flooring. We'll just do a little makeover in here. But here's my favorite thing about this bedroom. It's got a pretty decent sized closet in it. It's got places up there we can store like all-season clothing. And then I thought we'd put my purses and our shoes on this. And then I was thinking maybe then our clothing on these. This one's got an extra little spot right there. That might be mine there. This one's probably Neil's side. But we'll probably change this out and put a different light fixture, but we will put now this is the guest bathroom, and it's got a tub and shower combo, and we'll do a few little changes in here. Basically, if you will notice, the only changes that we are mentioning are like taking down wallpaper or border, doing a new fresh refresh of paint, and some of the light fixtures. And the light fixtures are all still good. I just want to kind of update those. And then the floors. The floors are still good. I just want to not have any carpet in the house. Now we're going out into the garage, and it's a larger garage. And probably out here about all we'll do some painting. We might refresh the sides and the ceiling, and we will definitely do the floors. They've not been painted, and I'd like to put some of that sparkly stuff on it. And then out here, this is going around the house, and this is the front of the little house. And it's really cute. It's got a small porch. It has a small little front yard. And it's got a lot of little trees and plants, and so I'm so excited about that. And then there's another picture of the garage, and I'm going to walk you over here and show you the other side. This is the other side of the yard. And you see, it's not really just bang right on top of the neighbors. I'm walking over to the edge of the yard, and you can kind of see where it goes. There's their water system or plumbing or whatever down to the edge. So that's about all of it, and we really like this little house, and we think we could make it our own and be happy here for a while.